Hi guys, Josh with Talk About Trek here, and today, as you can see, we're going to talk about data. What I have before you is an actual, real-life fistful of datas. And I'm not even kidding. It's a fistful of them. Look at that. So let's dive right in. Well, actually, before we dive right in, let's take a moment to just say how exciting it is that today's episode of Lower Decks marks the 800th episode of Star Trek. That's right. Right now, you can go sit down and watch 800 episodes of Star Trek, varied from the original series to Discovery to Lower Decks, which you should watch immediately if you haven't. Get it, watch it, love it. It's fantastic. Anyway, let's dive right into the datas because we have a lot to talk about. Let's go to the toy can. So, as you can see, we've already got a couple of guys out here who are just something that we wanted to show you. So we've got of course, your Kawaii Data Cube. Just in case you need that, we've got that there. The Data Skeely is a classic. I mean, who doesn't love a good Skeely? Look at that. Halloween coming up. Ooh, Skeelies. You got your Data Pez dispenser. Nice looking Pez dispenser there. And then we got this guy. And I don't really know where this guy came from. I think it's supposed to be Data. I don't know if it's a Galoob Data. Kind of looks more like a Tony Shalhoub Data. So we're just going to put him back here again. And of course we've got the Data mug here, as you can see. Now, let's dive right into these Playmates toys. Now, the first Data that they released, of course, is the original here. Your original Lieutenant Commander Data. Let's look at the back as well. He comes with his diagnostic testing unit with monitor, his Type 2 hand phaser, and his Starfleet action base. Now, what made this Data so awesome, I'll show you, is that it came with his little diagnostic panels here that you could open up. So you could have Geordi run a diagnostic on him. He's got one here on his wrist as well. So I think everyone who likes these toys will agree that this is one of the cooler ones that they made. This is the original. So we'll let him stay right there. Let's move on next to one that I don't have out of the box, but another very nice one here is your dress uniform Data. So you've got your same Data face, but this time he's got his nice fancy dress uniform on. And you can see this Data comes with his box of Distinguished Service Medals. So the dress uniform Data is another nice one, and we'll be looking for one loose someday so we can add him to the shelf. Then we'll do the look at the worst one. This one's terrible. I think anyone who collects these toys know. I think this is the Generations line. Alright, so I mean, the face is like the same, doesn't look awful, but it's got no elbows, it's got no knees, it's just stiff, and it's terrible. But we got him, and I do like the uniform. The uniform's nice, but he's going to go back there. Now we can actually start talking about some that are pretty interesting. So let's jump right in with what I think is one of the best ones. Here you've got Data from The Big Goodbye, which is of course Picard's little holodeck novel that Data wanted to join in. And they did a good job on that. Look at the tie. They got the tie to match and everything. Look at that. The suit does not have pinstripes, but I mean, what are you going to do? That's still pretty fantastic. Now, after that, we've got Professor Data. So here you've got Data from the All Good Things episode. As he got older, he decided to look older by adding a skunk stripe to his head, because that's how we all age now. And then he's got his nice purple smoking jacket, as you can see. So that's another nice figure as well. There's a good spot for him. Now, things are getting really exciting. So, he's gone undercover on Romulus. And he's been disguised as a Romulan. So here's your kind of something completely different. You've got your basic data face, but then they give them the old Romulan sculpt there. And your typical Romulan, I don't even know what you would call that robe. Romulan day robe. And then we do have him in the box here as well. And you get your space cap. You don't want to miss your space cap. Let's take a look on the back. Ah, perfect. Coming soon, Star Trek Deep Space Nine on your Sega Genesis system. Nice. Now, the next one we're going to look at here is a bit of an oddity. So what we've got is cadet data. So this was never anything that was on an episode. They released a line of like Starfleet Academy figures, but there was no data with that I can remember. But you can get cadet data here. So here's cadet data. And he's just got his normal little Starfleet uniform on here. Little Starfleet Academy jumpsuit. But now they made this toy when what they could have given us would have been this. Sherlock Holmes data. Now wouldn't that have been nice? So if Playmates is watching, that is a this with the Geordi LaForge Holmes and then a Moriarty to go with it. That is a box set right there. Boom. Package it, sell it, and I bought it at least. And probably some more people too if you like these toys. So that, looking around to make sure, that is my fistful of datas. But we do have a couple more that we can talk about. So we do have Data's creator, of course. We've got the Noonien Soong, which is a pretty cool sculpt. He's got this, nice sweater on. He's got his long coat on. But what I think is one of the best ones here, and of course, I'm sure you're all seeing this coming, Lore. Have a look at that Lore figure. So they took the data face and they gave him some very menacing looking eyebrows. Look at those eyebrows. And then just like a slight little smirk on his face there. You can see that. So I think that they did a really good job. You can kind of... avalanche. That's fine. So, if you look at the two of them there next to each other, you kind of can see the difference in the smile and the eyebrows. I think they did a really good job with those. So that is my fistful of datas that I had to show you. Now, is that all the datas? No, that is not all the datas. So, I did a little bit of research, and I've come to find that there are two more that I need to be keeping my eyes out for. Of course, there's always the old Target exclusive. So I got to be watching. I'm not going to buy this one on eBay. I think like $200 or something. So we're going to find this. We're going to get real lucky and find it at a flea market or a con and get a good price on it. And then the other one, which seems like a pretty fair price, is going to be the Worf, or the Worf and Alexander and Data from the actual Fistful of Data's episode. And I've never seen this box set out anywhere. I would have definitely picked it up, but it goes for pretty cheap on eBay, so it'll show up in the wild someday, and I'll find it and pick it up, and there we'll have it. We'll have the whole set. So that is the video. That was a lot of datas. There are a lot of interesting figures there to talk about. Before we end, I just want to emphasize again, 800 episodes of Star Trek today. Go and watch a couple. I would recommend starting with Lower Decks right now because it's fantastic. Lower Decks. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to end it here. Next week, as you can figure out, we're going to move on to Geordi LaForge. There's a lot of interesting Geordies to look at, so tune in for that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that notification bell and slam the comment bar and do all that good YouTube stuff for me. And we'll see you guys next week. Live long and prosper. Bye.